to tell us whether it's going to get any warmer, is it, Chris?
It will do eventually, Rita. Next week's actually looking a lot warmer, but there'll be some rain around. But before we get there, we've got a few cold days to come. And talking about cold weather, do you know this morning we had not just a widespread frost, but temperatures actually managed to get all the way down to -6 degrees Celsius in Shap in Cumbria, -5.6 in Tulloch Bridge in Highlands, Scotland. So a really cold start to the day. This month, though, has been quite dull. So the sunshine that many of us have enjoyed so far this morning, I'm sure, will have been quite welcomed.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to say that this rather cool spell of weather is coming to an end over the next few days. There's something warmer to mark the end of April. However, this afternoon, though, it's still going to be on the cool side at least.
Hello there, good evening. Quite an unsettled look to things really for this weekend. Today we got some brightness, didn't we? But cloud has been thickening and we've got some outbreaks of rain spilling in courtesy of this feature here. Then into next week, some dry and bright weather at times, also some showers, but look at those temperatures finally on their way upwards. Take care.
It's been a struggle to keep morale up with the weather this week, though, and I think it will still be a struggle over the weekend because it is going to remain fairly chilly. There'll be some rain at times, not all the time. Next week, though, it is set to turn warmer, but not necessarily completely dry.
And it was almost warm in the sunshine this morning, Ben.
Almost, yeah. Temperatures have been creeping upwards. There is something a bit warmer on the way next week, as I'll show you in a moment. But for the weekend, well, we keep this rather mixed weather regime, but actually what we're going to add into it is probably a bit more in the way of wet weather. But as we head into next week, those temperatures are going to climb. We start to pick up a feed of easterly winds from the near continent, so temperatures are going to climb perhaps up to 19 or 20 degrees. However, it won't be sunshine all the way. Some heavy rain at times. Alice.
We won't get too excited. Ben, thank you.
Hello there. One thing that's been in quite short supply this month is sunshine. So I'm sure these sunnier skies that we had through Friday morning would have been welcomed. But it was a cold start for some. Cumbria had temperatures down as low as -6 degrees Celsius.
And Becky, I hear something rather unusual has been happening with the weather recently.
That's right. There was at least 5 minutes when nobody was moaning about the weather. Now that would be very unusual. But yes, you're absolutely right. There is something going on with the weather, and that is, well, it's called the diurnal range. Now, what is that? It's the name given to the difference between daytime and nighttime temperatures. So, for example, here in the UK, the average day and nighttime temperatures in April so far as this, as you can see, there's a lot of cloud and a real lack of sunshine. So that gives us an average daytime maximum of 11 degrees and an average nighttime average there of 6 degrees. The cloud is acting like a blanket, holding up the temperatures. So we're currently on an average, as I say, of 6 degrees by night, and that gives us what you call a diurnal range of 5 degrees. Normally, you'd expect that range to be quite a bit more than 5 degrees. Why is this important? A small diurnal range has a significant impact on the growing season, especially in spring, and the range is expected to further shrink across many parts of the world as the atmosphere warms. The warmer the atmosphere, the more moisture it holds, and therefore more cloud is likely, and that impacts temperatures. It's only a snapshot here, but diurnal range is another really useful way that scientists are studying our changing climate. Let's have a look now at the forecast for the weekend. Keep your expectations low for this weekend. I'm afraid it's not looking to be particularly cheerful, but you knew that already, didn't you? Turning cloudier, of course. Rain at times, especially on Saturday night, where it's looking very soggy indeed for some. So the two things to take away. One, it's going to be wet on Saturday night. Three things. Two, it's getting better next week. And three, if you're ever on a pub quiz team, I'm your girl. Diurnal range will win it for you every time.
You learn something new every day, Becky. Thank you.